Coming to you live from the It's Funny Studios, I'm Doug.
I'm Greg.
And this is Mike.
And this is the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast. Hey, welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning into the show. We do appreciate each one of our listeners.
Welcome back.
I'm going to apologize right off at the bat. I have been fighting a cold. I was sick all last weekend. I feel better, but my throat...
The cold is winning.
So,
he's been fighting it, and it's winning.
Yeah, I feel better, but my throat, I don't know how well it's going to do. So I will do my best.
Sounds good.
I don't have hiccups tonight, so that's a start.
Not yet.
Oh. Well, yeah.
The night is young.
Yes.
All right, so how's everybody doing? Good?
Good.
Well,
all right. Well,
I have a hole in my sock.
Well, all the listeners are really appreciative of this. We bring riveting
podcast
content every week.
I need to have my socks darned.
Darn socks. That might be the oldest thing I think I've ever heard anybody say on this podcast. And we have said some old stuff, but
that even is before our time.
That
really.
is up there. All right. Well, right off the bat, we got a couple things in the intro. I think Greg's got a couple. I got a couple.
Yes.
We're going to do a little bit of Valentine's Day talk.
Small.
Very little, very small. We have a small Valentine's.
Yes. We have small hearts.
We're going to talk TLC in the second segment.
Not that we're going to be
chasing waterfall. Oh, maybe not that TLC.
Not that TLC.
No. We might wish it was that TLC.
Probably.
And we're going to talk about how private do you get in your own house? What are some
I'm anxious to see what this is about.
We don't know. And I saw something it's not new. It's been around for a while. It's not super popular. It's getting more popular. And I saw a couple articles recently about it. Diminished reality glasses. You've heard of virtual reality, augmented reality. Now we have diminished.
And then there's just reality too.
The reality wasn't diminishing fast enough on its own. So
I don't think anybody lives in just reality anymore. There's not just reality.
There's my reality, and there's your reality, and their reality.
So there we go. Let's why don't you kick us off? Let's get going.
All right. You want me to start?
I thought that's what we said before, but
okay. I didn't remember what you said.
Just scrap our outline and just
start over.
Wing it.
All right.
Let me just now throw it away. There, we're just winging it now.
I didn't have a gripe for tonight until I went to get supper.
I'm holding back the what?
Now, this gripe is on two different entities. The first one being myself. So I have a gripe about myself. Second one, Taco Bell.
Oh.
We moved on from the usual suspects. It's not them tonight. Taco Bell. So I was here at home. I knew you guys were coming. And I thought, well, I'm just going to order.
You didn't bake a cake.
No, I didn't bake a cake.
That's another old reference. I'm just trying to keep with the theme.
Yes. So I ordered some Taco Bell in the app. And I gave them like 5 minutes before I left the house.
Is that a song? If I knew you'd come and I'd have baked a cake. Is that what you're referencing?
Yeah, that's a very old song.
Okay.
Oh, right. See, I don't know the song.
I was just glad I finally know a reference.
That is an old saying. My dad.
So you've just aged another 10 years.
What?
Our listener demographic now is the average age of 76.
We're played in nursing homes all over the country. So anyways, I ordered in the app and I gave him 5 minutes or so, and then because it takes them a little bit to get the food ready. So I jump in the car, drive out there, walk in. They usually got it on the little shelving unit there for carryout orders. And I walk up and there's no order there. And I'm like, that's unusual. Usually they have it ready when I get there. So I looked down at my app and the app said East Peoria, Washington Street.
Oh.
And I'm like,
And for those who don't know, that's about 10 miles away.
Yes. So undoubtedly the last time I went to Taco Bell was in East Peoria on Washington Street, and I neglected to change it to Morton. So that's where the fiasco started. Oh, so the guy comes up and I said, hey, I accidentally ordered this from your Peoria store, meant to order it here. And he goes, well, I can't. He goes, you should be able to void it. And I said, well, I've already paid. Oh, well, then you can't void it. You'll have to call that store. to have them void it. I said, okay, I'll take care of that. But I said, can I just order? He goes, yeah, go ahead and punch it in again. And so I punched it in again.
Can he not take your order at the counter?
Undoubtedly not. Well, I'm going to come to that.
Okay,
so
sorry.
So I punched it in again. And while I was waiting on it, I went and called the East Peoria store and I said, hey, I accidentally punched an order in for your store and I meant to do it in Morton. And, he goes, well, you can void it. And I go, well, I've already paid for it. And he goes, oh, well, then I can't void it from here. I don't have the authority. You'll have to call the number in the app.
This is becoming a who's on first.
Oh, it's terrible. So
this is becoming, you're almost better. I'm going to eat this because this is causing more aggravation than the $8 or $10 that I'm going to try to get back.
Well, and it was just the $5 box. I mean, we're talking cheap. So, but it's like, well, I would thought.
Okay, that might be this might be the oldest thing that we've heard in a while. I need to cancel my $5 meal and get my money back.
Well, I thought I'd do the courtesy of telling them they have an order there that nobody's going to pick up too. I thought, well, okay, I'll take care of it. So,
see, you tried to do something nice. No good deed goes unpunished.
That's right. So I went ahead, placed my order back through the Morton one again, and they brought it out in a timely fashion. They did a good job. But the app, it's nuts. I mean, they have location services. Why, when I was ordering, did it not pop up and say, hey, doofus, you're ordering from a store that's 10 miles away. We see there's one that's 3 miles away. Would you rather use it? Why doesn't it do that? I mean, they've got location services. I have the locations set to use while I'm in the app. So it should have noticed I'm 3 miles from this store and 10 miles from this one. Which one would I probably use? But it doesn't do that. And then there's the whole can't refund it. So he said, yeah, you have to call a number in the app. You think there's a number in the app? No, there's no number. You can you can send them like
5.
A comment.
That's
the
number 5. What? I don't know how to dial a 5.
Yeah, there's no number in the app. I mean, you're not going to talk to anybody. I just wrote off the loss. I'm paying $10 for this box tonight. It's the $10.50, I think, or whatever it was. I'm paying it tonight. Whatever.
Call them back. Say, just donate to a homeless guy or somebody that comes in. Just give them the food.
Put it in your COVID cup. I don't know. But then as I was doing it too, I was noticing another thing I've noticed, and I may have talked about this before with the app, is when you go to order through the app, they have a section that's called exclusive online ordering.
Why?
So
why would sorry.
Well, that's the whole point. And that's why because I had a My Cravings box, the guy wouldn't take my order because that's an exclusive online order.
Oh my gosh.
So
what difference does it make if I tell you?
Oh no, we can't punch that
app
into the register.
Oh my god!
You can punch it in while you're standing there in the store.
You're kidding me.
My son has had
Are
this
you
stripe
kidding
and called
me?
and yelled about this over the phone.
Well, then I was.
So what? You can stand at the register
and order it
and
in
type
the app.
it in your phone what you want to order.
My son was in the drive-thru
register
and ordered it, and they said that's an app only. He said, "You don't make it at this store? No, we'll make it here."
But you can't order it here.
I can't just tell you. No. He said I could sit here and put it in my phone, and you'd order it. He goes, "What is the difference?" He's screaming. It was infuriating him. He's like that. He said, "Forget it. That's all I wanted." He drove off.
Well, then as I was after I got home and I was looking for the phone number, I was looking at the menu and there's the online exclusive. So I punched that and I saw My Cravings box, and you can customize it or whatever. But I looked at the combos, and the My Cravings box is under the combos as well, which to me would tell me you could order it in the store because it's under the regular combos, as well as the exclusive orders.
Why do these places make it so hard, not only for themselves, but for you as well? It doesn't make sense.
It's not like it used to be. Businesses hate the customer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I realize I'm a boomer using an app. That's probably a problem right there, but... And then
it's like the stores are like dominatrix, and we all have this love-hate relationship going there. And like, okay, just beat me, slap me around, whip me. I'll put on this leather mask, and you can kick me with high heels
harder next time.
Yeah,
doesn't it hurt? It does.
But I kind of like it. Like, come on.
So I have this fantasy in my head that the app is going to take care of things and be correct when it's not. I'm going to have to be better about following through and making sure that I look at things like store location, exclusive, online.
Greg like, hey, honey, I got a fantasy. What? Okay, I'm going to tell you in order. Like, oh, role playing. Okay. And
my cravings box.
You give it to me, and it's correct. And that's it. That's all he leaves. That was my fantasy. Worst Valentine's Day ever.
She says, you're going to have to call the number in the app.
Sorry. That's an online order only, Greg.
Yes. So that was my whole thing with that. And then the other thing, I wanted to see what you two think of this.
I love it. Oh, no.
We talked about it at lunch. Have you guys looked at what the Pro Bowl is going to be this year?
Flag football. Yeah.
What?
Why even have it?
Yeah.
Are they going to wear skirts? Well,
I don't know.
Why don't they just play two-hand touch? I mean,
well, the quarterbacks are already playing with flags, so
I would say that's basically
we're just letting the rest of the team experience what it's like to be a quarterback.
In a way, I'm kind of like just relieved that they did it because before that's basically what it was. It wasn't a football game at all. It was basically two-hand touch. If you actually watch the Pro Bowl, because no one wants to get hurt, so they're just running around.
I realize that, but
they're not actually playing. So if you're just going to make it flag football, maybe they'll try harder. I don't know.
Why don't they just not even play anything? And then when they get elected or voted onto the Pro Bowl, it's just like an award. Or
they're going to have some skills games too.
See, and honestly, I was thinking back. I kind of like the skills competitions because they used to do those. And I remember growing up when I was a kid, like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady would do these crazy, target throwing drills. And I'm like, that's kind of cool.
It's kind of like the home run derby before the All-Star game. It's kind of.
Yeah. It's
this year, Peyton Manning and Tom Brady are going to have a walker race. Get their walkers and see who can get down to 30 yards first.
Yeah.
I don't mind that part. I would not mind if that's all it was. I mean,
the flag football. How do you feel about that? As I was reading about it, I was thinking of you two. That's why
I think it's stupid. I would forego it. Why even play the game? Who cares?
I would have probably stopped playing the game like years ago when they didn't try.
Yeah.
I'd rather see him play a softball game, to be honest. The dude wants to watch him play softball, belting the ball around, and
to the point of the skills things. I would be fine if that's all it was like these crazy, boot camp or what do they call it, training camp, just drills where it's just like the weird
see who can do.
Yeah. Like have somebody who doesn't play a specific position, like have a lineman try to be a quarterback,
or like the world's strongest man things, where they have to lift, throw kegs over a wall, or pick up a 400-pound rock and
carry
put it
a
on
telephone pole and toss it.
I would watch that.
Well, because all the Pro Bowl
I would watch the crap out of that. I'd be like, this is fantastic.
Yeah. And all the Pro Bowl is popularity it's just like the most popular players always get in. So, I mean, you already have your stars, marketed right there. So, yeah, do stuff like that. That'd be fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, so that wasn't really like a gripe or anything. I was reading about this week, and I was curious what you two thought about it, because you're both football fans, and I was curious what...
I mean, I haven't watched any of the Pro Bowl for a long time.
Is that this weekend?
Yeah.
Or,
it's always
yesterday.
In between... Yeah.
As you listen to this yesterday.
Has that already happened?
Yes. It was amazing.
I tried to watch the app.
I can't believe what that man or woman said about it on the television.
Yes. So, anyway,
they really got themselves into some kind of trouble.
Yes, they have. That may be preemptive, that. So, all right. So that's all I had. My gripe about Taco Bell and Pro Bowl.
All right. Well, I just got a couple things right off the bat. The first one is really just for me and Mike. This won't affect you. But my wife got home.
I feel left out.
And she made a point of telling me this, and she says, you make sure to tell Mike. She stopped and got gas on him. She actually got gas in the car, which first, I can't believe that.
Did you faint?
Because for whatever reason, my wife has a great knack of whenever I need to use the car, I get in, and somehow it's on E. Like, how have you been driving all week and get the car home? I don't understand this. And how is it every time I use the car, it's on E? It's a gift. I said, she thinks there's a magical gas fairy that she just, I don't know, I park the car in the garage, I go back, then, it's gas. I don't even think she knows there's gas in it. She just drives.
You've got
it.
an EV.
It just drives. It just always drives.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But
E means effective, right? Effective.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she came home. I kid, honey. She came home and said, "Hey, I got gas tonight." I said, "Yeah." She goes, "You know how much I put in it?" Which right there should have been a tip because she never knows the price of anything. When I ask her, "How much did you spend? What was this?" I don't know. How do you not know? You just I don't know. She says, "I put
Stop asking me."
$39.06. I said, "Why? Why?" She goes, "Make sure to tell Mike that I was going to do 40, and it was cold, and I said, forget it." I was like, "Why?
She should have been
You
on
got to
7.
do 25."
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want to go to 40. I would rather have 40, but you do 25. Why? She goes, "I just knew you guys would hate it." I'm like, this is what I have.
So now
every
you
day
know
of my
you're
life.
driving around on 36.05 worth of gas.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
and the
I'm going to
car-
go put 94 cents in it as soon as I get out of here. So
It just drives different too. You know what I'm saying? You fill in that nice even
like,
zero or the 5.
why? She goes,
We're gonna
"I
go."
just make sure to tell Mike." I'm like, it's got to be a 5 or a 0. It's
Well,
got
thanks.
to be.
Thanks for ruining
Yeah.
my night.
I'm
Richard.
sorry.
I appreciate it.
Tell her Mike's all stressed out now.
Yeah. Mike's going to put an extra 94 cents in his car now. Now his gas is going to be off. I had to do it.
I have to go to that exact pump.
With
Yeah.
Costco.
And
Oh, they'll be closed.
I'll find a way.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
The last thing I have here is I saw this candy. I wanted to bring it up. It's by Jelly Belly. I love Jelly Belly.
I like Jelly
They're
Bellies.
good. I like their flavor. They have most of their flavors. Some of their flavors, not so much. I don't like the pear.
I like pear.
Not a fan of pear. They have a couple of flavors. Not a big fan, but I like Jelly Belly. But they've kind of branched out. I see they had Jelly Belly fish, like the sweetest fish.
Oh, I thought you meant fish flavored. Ugh.
No, well, I don't know. They might have that in those bamboozles.
I got the catfish one.
I don't want to do a taste test on those.
Sardines. Oh.
But you know
Yeah.
they've had Jelly Belly candy canes, and they've branched out some.
Yeah.
They had these Jelly Belly like gummy candies. Okay,
Yes.
and they're like circular. They look like a button off your shirt.
I may have lost a button in that package.
They're called Jelly Belly belly buttons. Like, I don't want to eat that. Why would you call it?
Does it come with lint in the bottom of it?
No, but that's another product. They're going to come out with, I said, they're going to have Jelly Belly, I just lost it, cotton candy. And it's in a bag, and you got to stick this white stick down in there and twirl it around. You pull it out, and then you can take a bite off of it. And they're calling it Jelly Belly Belly Button Fuzz.
Ew.
But Jelly Belly belly buttons. It's gross.
You can get belly button fuzz or pocket fuzz.
That'd be like the fruit by the foot coming out with like little
Oh, no,
gummies.
don't
They call
say
them
it.
Fruit by the foot toes or
Oh,
something.
don't. Oh.
Toe candy.
I'd say a little, or maybe they'll get the liquefied. How you can see the candy that's like liquefied. They'll call it fruit by the foot toe jam.
No.
Little fungus added to it.
That's the cotton candy on top. That's
Fun fungus.
So yeah, Jelly Belly belly buttons. And full disclosure, not a fan. I like Jelly Bellies. They were
I
kind of
noticed
hard.
the bag's empty.
You know what? You buy this bag for like $3.50, and literally there's like 6 of them in there.
6 buttons?
6 buttons.
Wow.
But it was kind of like a less flavorful dot.
You should do a shirt and sew all those on as the buttons.
It would just be open in a little bit. I just eat them all off, and then my shirt's just open
Well,
up.
yeah, if you get hungry in a pinch, you just rip a button off and eat it.
Nice. Okay. That's going to move us in. Well, the candy. I was looking at, when I saw this, I was actually looking at Valentine candy because I was like, we got Valentine's Day coming. I thought, well, let's look at some stuff for Valentine's Day. And is Valentine's Day? Let's take it. Is it the worst holiday? Now, and by like
Worst of what?
a major holiday, as far as maybe, I don't know, just in general, overall, like as far as,
Of
or
the,
maybe the most. Maybe not. Maybe worse is not a great term to use.
Yeah,
underwhelming or overrated. I don't know which way you want to go with it. Like as a kid, I liked it
We'll
enough.
rank the other ones
I still got candy, but the candy was a down and out. It's not the same as candy. You know, the other candies.
No. Even the Reese's that we talk about every week.
They don't.
The heart.
They're hard to find.
They are hard to find, and they're not quite as good.
I like those though.
But they're thinner.
No, they're thicker than the egg.
Oh, I've seen some eggs this year. They're looking pretty thick.
I'm telling you, I've had the egg and heart this year, and the eggs are a little thinner than the
So
heart.
you found the hearts.
Oh, I did.
Oh.
They were hard to find.
I lost my heart.
Some would say you
maybe
never
it's
had
in
a
San
heart.
Francisco.
But no, I don't know. I think the candy's a little more disappointing.
Yeah, the little chalk things with the sayings
Or
on them.
Sweet tarts or the chalk candies. Or how about Red Hots? That is like the most disgusting candy. And then they even have, I don't know if I've seen Valentine's Peeps. I'm trying to think if I do.
I feel like there are. And I think maybe the cinnamon ones are a peep flavored cinnamon. I think there are, maybe.
That could be.
And then I think earlier you talked about the random pick box. You know, you get the heart with all the chocolates in it.
I know. It's like, here, I love you and want you to be my Valentine. I got you a box of mystery goo that's chocolate covered.
Yeah.
Like, no
Yeah,
thanks.
about
You don't want my
3 of them
chocolate
are
covered
good.
mystery goo? Well, what is it? It could be anything.
Yeah.
Because I love you.
It could be a dark chocolate with some strawberry paste
It could
in
be
it.
white goo or pink goo or maybe a hard goo or goo with nuts. Like, I don't want any of your goo.
No.
I don't want to be your Valentine. And let's talk, how about Valentine's, what do they call it? Mascot or, I don't know, it's not a
Is
mascot.
there a mascot? Well, the cherub.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Because, like, you got Santa Claus.
Cupid isn't a Cupid?
Cupid, yeah. I couldn't think
Santa
of the
Claus.
word right
Well,
off
I
the
mean,
top
if
of
we go technically, Christmas is, baby Jesus, but then you got Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And
Easter is Jesus passing.
Oh,
or the Easter Bunny.
The Easter Bunny.
So we have
And
Jesus
eggs.
pass. Let's have the Easter Bunny for.
Yeah, I don't think. But you have those. And then you got Valentine's. Let's put a little guy that looks kind of like a baby in a diaper and he shoots people with his love arrow. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, yeah, and at lunch I was reading about kind of the origins of Valentine's Day and stuff, and they were talking about, part of it was based on a Greek god, Eros or Eros or whatever, and he was supposed to be a handsome dude or whatever, and so they choose a little cherub with a bow and arrow. Why? How did we go from, this Greek god to this little to Cupid?
Imagine rolling that out. Okay, Eros, we got your own day for you. Sounds great. And here's what we've mocked up to represent you.
Yeah.
That doesn't look anything like me. It's a fat little pudgy man. It looks like a baby. That's what we got. Best we could do.
Yeah.
Best I can do is put a diaper on him, maybe give him an arrow. He can
think
stick
they
people
ever-
in the butt with it. Like, what?
Do you think they've ever made a movie about? You had Hercules, carry the world. He's a big buff guy. All these gods, they always portray him that way. Oh, we've got the Eros movie coming out. It's Cupid. It's
Sticking people in the butt with his arrow. So
Yeah.
they probably have made a movie about
Boing.
that, but that's something different.
Yeah.
and most of the cartoons they have him in and stuff. He's a horrible shot.
Yeah.
Misses and hits somebody else.
Yeah.
And they fall in love with somebody else, and he's-
And update, they do have Valentine's Peeps.
Ah.
So if you
are they
really-
hearts or are they like little chicks?
kind of both. They have like pink colored chicks, and then they have the hearts, but the hearts are like the Red Hot flavor hearts.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
There was a red hot flavored one.
Yeah, so that's pretty
Red hot
disgusting.
hearts.
But so you got the candy, you got the mascot.
I was thinking even gifts. Okay, Christmas, you get gifts for your family and friends and stuff, and usually, there's some nice gift exchanges and stuff. Easter, you get an Easter basket. It might have, a toy in it, and it's got candies as well. But Valentine's, there's not really, well, my my gift giving. Lori would agree with me that Valentine's is not a good gift exchange time. Pens with your names on them are just not.
Well, is any holiday a good gift giving time for you? I'm not
No,
trying to be mean.
no.
I'm just being honest. For those that are new listeners,
Unfortunately,
we'll go
no.
through. Greg has given out a pencil skirt that looked like it was for an 80-year-old woman.
Gym membership.
Gym membership
For
for
a
a 40th
40th
birthday. Pins with her name. Now that was just kind of an "I love you" present.
Yeah,
Wasn't
that
it?
was when I was out
That
traveling
was
for work.
hey, I don't really love you that much, but
I was missing you
some
today.
people give "I love you" gifts. Greg gives "I thought about you" at the last second gift.
I could have got her the giant penny at the place in Vegas there where I got the kids one of those.
She might would have rather had that and
Yeah.
just clubbed you in the head with
Stuff from the M&M store, maybe. I don't know.
it. That would have been better than the pins?
Yeah, the pens weren't a good choice.
Were they a nice pin, though?
No.
They could have been
It was a pack of plastic ones.
I was thinking maybe they were a nice pen for... Does she like to write? Is she into calligraphy?
No.
Hates it. Like, wow. You are striking
Now,
out.
I did get her the nice flowers, and I got berated for that one.
Was that before or
because
after the pins?
That was prior.
See, so we're learning. You went out, you got something nice, got berated, and now you think
Ooh, maybe the
there's a
connection.
reason I'm going to get her crappy gifts because you're resentful.
Maybe I'll get her another weighted blanket this year.
Not consciously, but subconsciously, you're resentful. You'll think, I need to get something. She'll like pens. Like, she won't like pens.
I could
She'll
get
be-
flowers. Ah! No, don't do that.
Well,
What
recently
if the
we
pins had
the,
flowers on them?
I don't know about that. Depends how cheap they are. See, she didn't want the expensive flowers. She said, "Don't go get flowers." And of course, the first thing I do is go get flowers.
No, in fairness, on Lori's defense, you buy flowers, you spend a lot of money on them, and they just die, and you throw them out in a week or 5 days or whatever.
Yes.
Right? That is the. I don't want people thinking she's just a monster.
No,
like,
no,
I can't believe you bought me flowers and hit you in the head with them.
Yeah, we've resolved that by saying she's like, Kroger flowers are just fine.
Yeah.
If you're going to get flowers, get something like that. You don't.
Well, and I like to recently. Actually, you had the necklace, which was also a nice gift. And then didn't she make a comment? She's like, "Yeah, I don't."
Well, yeah, it was on
last year.
Facebook.
Yeah.
There was an ad for a local business in town where this gal was ordering these Morton necklaces, celebrating like fall or the pumpkin festival. And I saw it on there, and I thought, well, that's something different. It's silver.
And in your defense, you can't do much better than that. Honestly, I mean,
I didn't think. so I ordered it. And then a few days later, we're sitting around and we're looking at, she's looking at Facebook. I'm looking at, and she goes, "Oh, this gal's got those necklaces for sale." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." She goes, "I don't know. I don't think I would get that." And I'm like, "Great. I've already ordered it. It's on its way."
See, but there's a part of me though that's like you did the right. You stood up. You were a man. That was from Godfather. You made a decision and you stuck with it. I bought this. It's for you. Deal with it. Take charge. That's what a woman wants.
Yeah.
We just lost half our listeners.
is deal with this gift that I just got.
Tune in, ladies.
So
I am
anyways.
going to tell you what you want. You don't realize that yet. You want a man to take charge. Come in and be your knight in shining armor.
You're Cupid.
You're Cupid with a diaper and a little shoot you with his love arrow. That's what you women want.
So I didn't know, but you were talking about Valentine
You're being
levels.
so forceful and making me take this jewelry.
But you're talking about Valentine levels versus other holidays. So even I think in the gift giving department, it's not there with other ones.
I think it's a stressful one because at Christmas time you can give a gift, like whatever, you can get anything. But at Valentine's Day, especially if you're just dating, how serious? I mean, maybe you've talked before, maybe you haven't. Do I get jewelry? We've never talked about jewelry. Will she interpret this as more than it is? Or maybe it is more than it is, and maybe she'll reject it.
One of the points I was going to bring up is I had seen something lately that the average cost of like I don't know if you want to call it a gift, or I think it's the whole day. So like if you go out to dinner,
Yeah.
You get a gift. The total cost per person participating is like almost $200.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
I don't think I've spent that in 10 Valentine's
Well,
Day.
just go buy her a dozen eggs.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't afford. I don't have dozen egg money.
Yeah. I mean that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. And as a kid, it's like, okay, I'm going to go take these little cards to school.
Okay, you know what? Can I? And the thing
I
about this,
think I just hit a nerve with mine.
no. I did not like the whole like you had to decorate a box.
Yes,
I
And
like
then-
decorating the box.
I did too.
I did not. I was
still
not
do.
a fan.
Greg gets his shoebox out, puts it out. Nobody ever puts a card in it.
I never
feel
get
so
a card.
bad. He's like Charlie Brown waiting at the mailbox.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I didn't enjoy it, and I mean, you had to write out everybody's name.
I feel sad for little Mike.
I just didn't get it. Like,
Did you not get cards, Mike?
Well, you had to give cards. That's the thing.
Oh, you were mad that they were forcing you to
forced.
give cards. I wanted to give cards to certain people and stick it to the rest of them. You could have put hateful stuff in the cards. Cross out love. I hate you.
A 7-year-old. Yeah.
You
It's
suck.
like, I mean,
I know you cheat off of me.
I'm going to stab you with my arrow. It was for Valentine's. I didn't.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. I didn't enjoy it, but.
Oh, I always liked it.
Yeah.
Again, the candies I usually got.
I mean, it was
like
a class party,
sucker
right?
or
Like
something.
we got out of class as a kid.
Yeah.
I like that, but
I liked art class or art, so I didn't care. Anytime you had to color or draw or whatever, like, I'm all in. I'm in on that. That's good.
Yeah. Mine usually consisted of a shoebox with construction paper around it. That was
a red heart.
Here you go. Cut that hole in the top.
Yeah.
But even as an adult for other holidays, like 4th of July, way better. Way better. You got the barbecue, you got fireworks.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, as an adult who's been married for almost 30 years, there's very little fireworks at Valentine's Day. It's sad, but that's the truth.
I was going to say, I could wrap my mailbox in construction paper and pretend I'm getting them from the mailman.
You could.
Oh, look, Citibank sent me a Valentine.
Cameron,
Yeah.
my utility bill, they love me.
And modern. Okay, fast forward to today's Valentine's Day. My wife doesn't like the concept of Valentine's Day because she doesn't like the fact that
We must not have treated her well as a kid.
Well, her logic is, why should we take one day to acknowledge the people we love, right? So, like, that's her. You should be doing that all the
Well,
time.
you should be loving her every day, Mike.
Well, believe me, I do.
Oh, well, you made it sound like she's Mike only loves me on one day.
One Valentine.
That's my day I get.
No.
I want to make it my birthday instead.
No, she's saying
He wraps a box in paper and puts it on the counter.
He's very disgruntled about it, too. He's mad.
no. That's not what I'm saying. She's
You're
saying,
mad that she makes you get her a Valentine. No, that was...
Yes. No.
Like,
So
Sorry,
what does
go
that
ahead.
mean? What does that look like in the big picture then that she...
Because she doesn't. I mean, it's a thing where it's like, okay, you shouldn't treat me any more special one day than you do any other day.
Okay.
And I get where she's coming from.
So do you do anything then?
We typically don't. We usually just spend Valentine's Day in. I mean, we don't go out. We'll maybe watch a movie or something.
do you do anything different or out of the ordinary for your anniversary?
Yeah, I mean, like anniversary.
So why is that one day a year different than Valentine's? I know you won't know this answer. I'm just throwing it out hypothetically. I'm giving you fodder for your next argument. You can bring this up to her. Maybe on Valentine's Day, ask her.
I think her point is that she's saying love is commercialized on Valentine's Day as a holiday. That, I think, is her argument.
Yes.
So
And
what
there
I'm hearing
is...
from Mike is let's treat our wives and significant others crappy on Valentine's Day to stick it to the man.
Yes.
We're going to show
Because the rest of the year...
We're not going to commercialize love.
Couldn't have said it any better myself there,
Mike's
Doug.
the
Good
anti-Cupid.
job.
He puts on a black outfit.
Rips up hearts.
I don't.
Stomps on the little kids' boxes.
I don't wear my diaper. So
Whoa! Oh my goodness!
That might come up later.
But no, anyway, I mean, like,
No,
so
I get what you're saying.
Yes.
we don't even do like a big Valentine's Day date or anything. Really.
No.
We don't either.
Yeah,
We
we'll
don't
just stay
either.
in,
At least I
make
don't
a
think
dinner.
so.
And
We don't even
whatever.
do a little Valentine's anything. It's just like a Tuesday or whatever day it's on. Like,
But when I hear like people spend like $200 on like a Valentine's Day date
Weirdos.
or gift or something, I'm just like, I have a hard time fathoming that. Like,
I'm just kidding. There's plenty of people out there, I'm sure, that are listening to the show. They're romantics. They go out, they make every day special. They just want, every once in a while, you want a day that's just a little more special.
Yes, extra special.
I already treat my wife like a queen, and she knows it. I say that's.
We'll have
She
to,
says, "This is living like a queen."
We'll have to ask Misha how she felt about the story.
Yeah.
which story was that?
Well, you know, the one that she's told you to say, and I don't know. Never mind. Go on.
I'm lost.
Never
That's right.
mind.
I think he's saying she pre-fed you the lines for that part.
Oh. Okay, I gotcha. I'm sorry.
Never mind.
I'm a little slow on the. I've still got a little cold medicine running through the old veins here.
Oh, good excuse.
But no, we're the same way. I mean, years ago, and my wife brought it up. Like, What do you think about just kind of not going out on Valentine's Day? And it is a pain trying to find the restaurants are crowded and everything. They jack the price of everything up. She's like, I just soon just, whatever. We just do whatever. So I don't do a whole lot. I don't know.
We probably would be now more apt to maybe try to do a little something for the grandkids. Get them a little something.
Grandkids, you bring them around.
Yeah, maybe something.
You can't always go to a Waffle House to celebrate. I mean,
right?
You can't always go there. I mean,
the Waffle House. I had bookmarked that. I'll see if I can put it. I don't know if I can put that out there, but Waffle House had an advertisement on Facebook that they're doing a big. Certain Waffle Houses are doing these pop-up Valentine's Day where it's all decorated and balloons and streamers and
because nothing says romantic dates like Valentine's Day at a Waffle House
or drunken brawl or
yes.
someone stabbing somebody or throwing a chair at the cook behind there.
Well, if you want to celebrate Valentine's Day at like 2 a.m.,
yeah,
be a good spot to go.
You might get more action there than your regular Valentine's Day date. May not be the kind of action you're wanting, but it's going to be some action. Yeah.
So we can't all spend.
Actually, that might be an entertaining Valentine's. I might try that this year. See if my wife and I can go find us a Waffle House. Go there about 2 a.m.
You're gonna have to drive a ways because I don't think there's any down this way.
Yeah, there's a Huddle House. That's a little different.
Where's that?
That's down by Springfield.
Oh,
that's about.
We tried to go to one of those in Alabama. It was rough.
Was it?
Yeah.
It's the generic Waffle House. Well, I always thought the Waffle House was the generic restaurant.
It was not, yeah.
You know it's bad when the restaurant's there and the only thing it says is just waffle. That's all it says, waffle. What do they? We serve waffle. That's what we serve.
Okay, I'd like 2 waffles. We're out of waffles.
That's right.
You want a pancake?
Shut up or I'll stab you with this fork. All right, great.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack there, but we can't all celebrate at the Waffle House.
No, we cannot. No, we cannot. So I don't know. Did you have anything else? Did you have any history stuff? I know you had said at one time you were going to bring some stuff up.
No, I mean, I looked up some stuff. There just really wasn't anything all that. It's like a lot of some of its basis is in like dark stuff. It's not particularly like a love thing.
No. Where the men got naked and beat women with pieces of leather. So like that's where. So what? Yeah, that was in Rome.
And in some societies, I think it was Japan, South Korea. On the 14th of February, the women get the guy's presents.
Should be.
And then in March, the guy gets the woman's presents. And then in June, they have a kissing day. And then in August, they have some. So it's like they celebrate it kind of, like you said, every day should be, So maybe Courtney's right. I don't know if I'll admit that, but.
But again, as you get older in marriage, then that's fine. But then sometimes those special days are the only days you have for a little loving. So it's like, hey, we're getting rid of those. Yeah, we should be having the loving every day, but we're not. And now you're taking away the special days.
Well, there's only one that I know of.
Huh?
There's only one that I know of. Valentine's.
Only one what?
Special day. Valentine.
Well, you got your birthday. You have anniversary.
Those aren't days.
They are in my world. So I don't have anything else.
I don't.
That was kind of the end of my Valentine's thoughts.
Yeah.
I do want to bring up, this has nothing to do with Valentine's other than we said peeps. I saw this and I figured we had to bring this up. January 29th, Bob Bourne passed away.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. You know who Bob Bourne was?
He's one of the Peeps creators, isn't he? Bourne Company.
He's the father of Peeps. He created Peeps.
Yeah.
And he passed away at 90.
So now he's unborn.
He's pooped, I guess.
He's peeped.
He was 98.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was in the Navy during World War II, and
do you think they made a peep figure of him for his funeral? Like
they might have. Don't eat it.
A little marshmallow.
But yeah, so I just saw as much as we hate and gripe about Peeps, but God bless you, Bob Bourne. Thank you for your service. I wish you would have not made these Peeps. But I felt like when I saw that, I bookmarked like we got to at least bring him up.
Yeah, I got to mention him.
All right. Well, if we got nothing else, we will head on to the next segment.
Moving on.
TLC. And we're not talking about the the wonderful ladies group from the late 90s, early 2000s. I think. I don't know. Are they still around now, or
I have no
I
idea.
have no clue.
Anyway, we're talking about the Learning Channel, TLC.
You can learn so much from the Learning
Can
Channel.
you? Well,
Yes.
I was questioning whether you can learn anything or not. So, Mike, why don't you start us off? I think you said you had some things you wanted to bring up, and then we're going to talk about a few other shows.
So, back when I think I was maybe even just a guest at this point on the podcast, we had talked about a couple stories from a particular Learning Channel show, and I wanted to bring up some of those today just to reminisce on this particular show. Sure. And then I know we're going to talk about some other shows later, but this particular one is My Strange Addiction.
That's where I figured you were going.
And is it still on the air? Because I did not see it in the list.
No, I don't think so.
Mike's trying to keep it alive.
That's okay. I'm glad
it was bad
that
enough when we talked about it.
Yes, it was. It was disgusting.
So I just wanted to run through some of the strangest addictions, just as a blast from the past.
Yeah.
For the podcast. So
blast from the past.
I've got kind of a list here sorted out. I'm just going to go through people's addictions. And a lot of these are eating or drinking something, but there's some other ones in there too.
We watched it some.
Eating drywall.
Nice.
And you guys like to chew on some drywall every once in a while?
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't want to eat drywall, how about toilet paper? Somebody eating toilet paper?
That sounds more disgusting, because, man, that would go just all around your tongue and stuff.
Okay, well, if you guys weren't, into the first two, how about eating couch cushions?
No. If you have these, why are you going on Actually, that question is with every show.
Yeah.
Why are you going on TV with these problems? Are you making that?
I don't know. I don't know why do they do
pay
it then?
them, or is it just so they can get their 15 minutes of fame? I'm sorry, Mike. I jumped.
It's probably
you're
both, but go ahead.
This next one too, I had to write down. Snorting baby powder.
Ooh.
And I like in the episode caption here, the 28-year-old has been snorting baby powder for 10 times a day for the past 16 years.
Wow.
So imagine doing that. It's just crazy.
That's a lot of baby powder.
Here's another weird one I saw. Smelling a baby doll head. Specifically,
I hate baby dolls. I don't want to get that close where I'm smelling it.
Do they have a certain scent, though?
Plastic? Just plastic. Plastic and paint? I don't know.
This one was great, I thought. It's just like, how? I remember we talked, too, about the pool floaties at one point.
Yeah.
Somebody was into the pool floaties.
Really into the pool floaties.
There's one where someone is in love with their car. They make love to their car.
I like cars, but...
No, I mean, he's going
like white cars.
No, he's going.
If you're getting your car a Valentine gift,
this guy is more than spending Valentine's Day with his car.
Me and my cars have only been friends.
Yes.
Okay. Well, anyway, so that one was
Maybe
just.
I've ever got a Trans Am. I don't know, but
this
with
one,
the old Buick, nah.
This one was a Monte Carlo, a Chevy Monte Carlo.
No.
So, okay, going back to some eating, eating sand. Because
that's
it's
gross.
Crunchy.
That's
or
gross.
the crunch, specifically.
That's gritty. That's not crunchy.
And we talked about this one, too. I had to re-bring this one up. The person who would lick their cats.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a good one,
That
too.
makes me think of Angela from The Office.
And this one smells, going into some smells here. I don't know how you do this one. The woman who was addicted to smelling dirty diapers.
Ooh.
How do you do that?
Why do you tell somebody that?
That's gross.
And is that something you bring up? Let's say
She has a drawer of them that she keeps.
Oh, where does she get them from? Does she have a baby?
I'm assuming
If
so.
she doesn't have a baby, it's going to get very, very awkward. It's already awkward, but. And when do you bring that up to somebody? Like first date? You got to wait, don't you? You got to wait until like 3 or 4 dates in.
But she may not even have a baby. She may just.
And maybe it's so
film
bad
herself.
that, she goes on a date or something. She's got to right at the restaurant table. She's got to get her bag out and take a whiff.
Man, I don't know. I hope not. But
Or she forgot her diaper and somebody walks by with a baby. Oh, quick, let me borrow your baby.
yeah, I'd shudder at the thought.
Yeah, that is horrible.
Another one. This one's not quite as bad, but still no go. Addicted to smelling gasoline, carrying around
That's a
gasoline
strong
containers.
smell.
That is.
Eating rocks. There's another good one.
As dumb as a rock.
There, a woman who is addicted to being a baby. So, I don't want to say pretending, but basically pretending to be a baby.
A woman that's being a rock.
And one
Now,
more.
see, would the other woman want to smell her diapers, or is it got to be a baby diaper?
I don't know. I don't know
If I just say that I'm a baby and
if
I
it's
fill
just-
up my diaper, would she want to smell my boom boom?
Oh, yuck.
Well, again, I think it's just diapers. I don't even think it specifies baby diapers. I think we're making that assumption.
Oh, it didn't
But-
say baby? I thought it
No.
said
Oh, I
baby
thought you said
diaper.
baby.
Oh, I might have said that then, I guess. But
Oh,
and I
that's
saved
terrible.
what I think is the best for last.
Oh, really? We haven't had the best yet?
I don't think so.
I'm scared now.
I don't remember if we covered this one or not in the first segment. The woman who eats her deceased husband's ashes.
Just like get a spoonful.
What is wrong
and-
with people?
She carries it around and just eats it.
You know
a little
she's
bit
going
at
to
a
run
time.
out someday.
Eventually. Well, that husband will run out until,
Maybe she kill off another husband. And,
Getting a little low.
yeah, I need another husband.
So,
Greg, I made you some special soup. I think I'm good. I don't want to eat your
Yeah.
soup. I don't want to eat the soup.
I don't want you to. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
anyway, I wanted to take a trip down memory lane with my
Oh,
Strange
such good
Addiction.
memories.
Yes.
Well, before we get into the new shows that are on TLC, which is what prompted some of this, I did look real quick if you get paid anything on reality TV shows. Now, it had like the Kardashian, some of the top ones.
Right.
You got to throw them out. And then you have people like, I don't know, something like Little Big World or Little Big People, where the small people that
Yeah.
they kind of had a franchise thing going. So you kind of throw, but just the normal people like these, where they look like you get maybe $1,000 or $2,000 an episode. Is it? I'm like, this is not.
It's not big
That's
money.
not life changing money to do that.
Even if it's a stick, right? Just to get on TV.
For
I'm
what?
not smelling diapers for $2,000
No.
to get on TV.
You think you're ever going to get a date again, Mike? Like, you look familiar. Where have I
Yeah.
seen you before? I was on
Exactly.
TV.
Or you'd be on the date.
Yeah.
Oh, let's watch some TLC.
And
oh,
that's not something you can just bury.
Weren't you the guy that smelled poopy diapers?
Yeah.
It's true.
See, you go on
You
TV
got
for
me.
that. You cannot
done.
get rid of that because
No,
the
it's
internet
there.
exists. So
Not unless you've got like life changing, millions of dollars, because then you can
Yeah.
still get a date. Because there's going to be somebody out there who's like, I don't care
Yeah.
what his weird thing is. I will date him for the money. But it's like, how much did you make? I made about $7,000. Really? That's it? Yep, that's it.
yeah. Well, and then how from that point do you talk to your friends or family or coworkers?
Well, I don't think you have
it's just
friends or family anymore after that.
Well,
You don't think this disown you?
I don't know.
Reunions are going to be weird.
yeah.
It's like, oh, here's the
And,
reunion. It's
yeah.
like, oh, I hope
How do you go to
Doug
work?
doesn't come to this one.
What should we
Like,
get
oh, here
Mike
he
for
is.
Christmas? Oh, how about some dirty diapers?
Yeah, it's like how do you go to work the next day? Like how do you sit next to your coworkers at a meeting? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. But we'll move on then. This next thing is what really prompted this whole segment. They've got a new show coming up, and some people are saying that this is the, in quotes, sickest program that they've had. Just weird. It's
Which is
called-
hard to believe.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. The one with the dirty diapers is pretty bad, but this is called MILF Manor. Okay.
So dumb.
So MILF Manor. What they've done is they take that says, now this is their words.
Not Doug's.
No. Billed as 8 attractive mothers embarking on a chance to find love with men half their age. So they take the whole show, they wrap it around that, they put them in there, they bring them up to this. I don't know if they're all staying in one house or I don't know how it works. But then they bring in all the men, and they're like, you're going to date different men and try to figure out. The
So
twist,
this is the Bachelorette. Yeah.
the twist is they bring in a bunch of men, but among the men are also all of these women's sons. They also have sons, so the sons are in there as well. So your mom, or if you're the mother, you're going to see your son there hitting and trying to get with and maybe hooking up with some woman that is your age. Your age.
that's messed up.
First, why would you want to be on this show? Who watches this garbage? I know people will watch a train wreck. They will. If it's on there, some people will. I have zero interest in this, but I have zero interest in any reality TV show. I don't care. But so they have 8 moms trying to find one. Which is worse? Would it be worse to be the mom or the son? You have to pick right now, Mike. Which is the one? Which would you rather be?
Which would I rather be, or would I not? Which one would I not rather be?
Well, I'd say which one would you rather be if you had to go one way? You're the parent watching your child hook up with all the people that are your age, or you're the child watching your parent hook up with all the people your age? Well,
no.
They're also going to be hooking up with all your
friends,
contemporaries.
Your age people.
You know what?
You got to pick one. What is it? Give us one. Well, I'm going to make me and Greg do one. We're going to figure it out.
If I had to pick right now, I would rather be the parent. I think, because I don't want to imagine my parents hooking up with people my age. So I think I'd rather be the parent watching. I don't know, but you know what? I'm going to stick with it because I don't want to imagine.
You'd rather be the parent?
Yeah, because I don't want to imagine someone my age hooking up with like my parents.
Okay, I got mine.
Go ahead.
I would rather be the son. It's going to be disgusting, but as a parent, I can't watch my child just fall into debauchery. I can't. It's like there's. I don't want to be either. But if I had a gun to my head, it's like no, I would be throwing up every night at the thought of my mom making out while I'm standing there. I just get in the hot tub. Your mom's in there, like, oh God, put some clothes on, Mom. This is disgusting. All right, Greg.
I don't think there's a right answer to this.
There isn't a right answer. They're all wrong. Everyone is wrong. This whole show is wrong.
I've got to pick now. I guess I'd say the son as well, because as a parent, I couldn't.
As disgusting and disturbing as it is, I can't. Because that child, what's a baby? That's my little girl, or the.
Does it say how old the sons are?
They say half their age. So if the moms could be in their 40s, sons are in their 20s.
Yeah,
there's no age that makes it right.
I think we found the dividing line here. So you guys are both parents.
Yeah,
and I mean I'm not a parent yet, so I see the world
probably
through
true.
one lens. I guess
if I wasn't a parent, I probably would have went the other way as well.
Yeah, possibly. I've been a parent so long I can't remember.
I mean, but like you said, Greg, there's no right answer here.
No,
there's no acceptable answer here.
All right,
but they made a show about it.
They did.
Yes, yeah.
So you can watch it now and figure out which would be worse. All right, the next show, I heard them talking about this on the news, and I looked it up.
I did too. I had heard about this one,
and I did not see this on their current lineup. So I think it just went off. But it was called "I Am Shauna Ray." I was like, I've never heard of that. Apparently, it's a 23-year-old woman, okay, but she has the body and the looks of like a 9-year-old girl. Now, what happened was she had brain cancer as a child, and they were able to eradicate it, but it was like on her pituitary gland, so it stunted her growth. So she looks like a 9-year-old. And she went on a dating website to try to find, she said, didn't know if she wanted to find a date or she just wanted some companionship. And there's a 27-year-old guy that started talking to her, and they kind of hit it off, and he started dating her. And they have pictures, but he's 27, and she looks like she's 9. And it's odd. So I don't know, how do you feel about that?
See, I'm actually not as weirded out about this one as I am about, like, the premise of, like, MILF Manor or any of these other ones. Because if I put myself in her perspective, I mean, she's still got to live a normal life.
She's legitimately a 23-year-old.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, and I mean,
from the guy perspective, it's a little odd because what's he looking at?
Right. I mean, you are kind of questioning that, but I mean, if
he truly met her and connect, I was the same thought, Mike. She's a 23-year-old woman. She
has agency.
deserves to live a life, a full life.
And it's not like she's, hooking up with, hotties on some dating reality TV show. But, yeah, I mean, when you look at it,
kind of looks like he's trying to be a hottie on a dating reality show.
Well, can you imagine, though, like going to a restaurant or something as the guy trying to explain to people, like,
yeah, that's, yeah.
And do you pick her up and carry her into the restaurant?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, and unfortunately for her, she can't date somebody that looks like her.
No, she can't help it.
She would be dating 10-year-olds.
My concern, if I was her, was that you are, you don't want to date some creep that is just into weird, little kids or something, and you fit the bill.
So the bigger thing is we have to have it on TV, though.
That's all. Yes. That's the premise of the Learning Channel.
Yes.
Yes, it is. So my next question is, if you were 23, would you rather look like you're 9 for all the time or look like you're 90 for your whole life? That's not a good. I mean, like old man, old 90. Or
I'd probably
9.
rather look like I'm 9.
See, I don't know. I think I'd almost rather look old as opposed to a kid.
Would you feel that age at
No.
like
You're gonna be your regular age and
because
age
there's
out.
been that too, where the person
that disease.
I forget what it's called, but where and
I'm gonna say you live a normal life to normal age, but your entire life you're either gonna look like you're 9 or you're gonna look like you're 90.
so
You know
you're
what?
9 and you look like you're 90.
I'd almost rather.
You're 23 and you look like you're 90.
I think I'm gonna
20.
stick. I'm gonna stick older because I don't want to look like a little kid and not have anyone ever take me seriously the entire time. Now, is it gonna be weird until I'm like older? Sure, but I feel like I'll grow into it. Like I'll age into it more gracefully than I would, because you're not really aging out of the kid.
Yeah,
You're kind of stuck as the kid, even though you're not.
but that 23 through 40 is going to be pretty awkward.
Sure, but I'll eventually age into it. I'll mature into my looks. Hopefully gracefully. Probably not, though.
Yeah, I get your point. Still, I'm going to stick to the young.
I'm slightly. It's real close, but I'm slightly leaning to 9 than 90.
I don't really know why
benefits.
though.
Like if you look like you're 90, you can park anywhere and you could be garage of the. Oh, he's an old man. You can do whatever.
Yeah.
But at 9, if my wife and I went to the store, she could push me around in like a kiddie stroller. I wouldn't have to walk. I could still ride all the rides, the little kid rides, and stuff. If you were able to have kids or grandkids, the grandkids are going to love you because you're like, hey,
They're picking you up.
they are. Put your grandpa down. Whee! I want to ride the horsey again. But no, I don't know. I think it's like 51-49, but I'm going 9.
And then when you're in the office, giving a presentation or something, and you'll look like you're 9, trying to make a sales
and
pitch,
she also now the other downside when she talked, she had a voice of a little kid. They
Yeah.
played her voice. That would be downside. That would be.
I just whip my license out. Look, I'm 23. We're going to talk about this.
That's right.
I'm 23.
All right. Well, a few other shows because they have a bunch of shows, but a lot of them are the same. Like they have 90 Day Fiance. They have 4 different, not the same show on 4 times.
Yeah.
4 different.
I may
90
have
Day
seen at
Fian-
least one of those.
I have never seen one. But I did read this announcement. I guess it's mostly foreign men or women.
Yeah, some of the plots in that are weirdly humorous. I mean,
it gives off the mail order vibes to me.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm going to. I've never seen it, but my thought process is one is much better looking than the other. Like they would not normally match up together most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. And probably the one that is wanting to come into the country is going to be, let's say, an 8 coming into like a 4, right?
Many times. I'm trying to think.
I'm broad
It's not
brushing.
always the case, but
Sometimes it's an Uggo coming in and they hit up with a Fabio.
They may be just
reference
both,
for you, like
they
a
may
Fabio.
They may just both be average looking. I mean, it may not be, on that, I didn't feel like it was really geared towards you got a 10 and a 2. Now some couples are that way, but there was a number
10 and a 2,
of
that's quite a disparity.
Well, there was one where I don't remember how old the gal was, but she seemed considerably older than the guy, and the guy was foreign, and he was a Middle Eastern guy, and he was much more, put together, and had the nice haircut, and he looked like he was in his, I don't know, he was younger looking.
Did she have money?
No, I don't think so.
Or was he looking just to get in?
And she had a daughter that was against the whole thing. And
I don't blame her.
Yeah, so it may have been he's trying to get into the country. I don't know, but
see, can anyone point out in that show, is there any 90-day couple still actually a couple?
That I don't know. I didn't follow it that close. We watched a few episodes.
Are you suggesting this isn't for true love, that they're not finding real meaningful relationships?
What was I
on
thinking?
TLC?
What was I thinking?
How could you question that?
Then I saw they have 1,000-pound sisters and 1,000-pound best friends. So and basically, again, I've never seen either one of these. It just kind of it's just about
1,000-pound people.
Yes, very heavy people. So it's just them, and most of the time they just. So did somebody go in?
They had sisters. They had friends. What about brothers?
They could have been on the Friends.
Well, they had sisters and friends. They didn't have brothers.
Nobody watched Fat Brothers.
Because I wanted to hear he ain't heavy. He's my brother.
That's like a knockoff Will Ferrell movie instead of
or
Step
Wayans
Brothers.
Yeah. I see the Wayans Brothers doing that back in the 90s. 1,000-pound brothers. I would have totally watched that movie.
It's a ton of fun.
There, it writes itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Contact us. We got the whole script. But the 1,000-pound sisters, it says they started out on YouTube. Why are you posting this stuff? They are so. Their big break was when they did the Chubby Bunny Challenge. First off, if you already weigh.
I thought you said their big break was when they walked across the bridge.
They call themselves 1,000-pound sisters, but one only weighs 603 pounds. I feel like there's some disingenuous.
I think it's collectively they're
over
1,000. I mean, collectively they're over 1,000.
But they did this challenge on YouTube that kind of turned viral, where they stuffed their mouths full of marshmallows, and you have to say Chubby Bunny. It's like,
yeah, I've heard of people dying in that game.
Well, that's already a bad look. You already are very obese, and you're doing a challenge with seeing how much marshmallows you can stuff in your mouth.
We bought you a case of Peeps. Shove these babies in.
But when somebody comes up and they're pitching this show, we have the show for 1,000-pound best friends. Okay, what are they going to do? Well, we're going to go in, we're going to film them, they're going to be sitting in the living room, going to be talking about how much they weigh and what they're going to eat, and we're going to show them eating, and maybe talking about their health problems, and should they go to do surgery, and that it? Or are they going to go anywhere? They can't go anywhere.
And we got to show them.
So it's just them sitting there? Yep.
Well, we got to show them getting out of the building they're in to go to, like, a therapist or a doctor.
Where they cut a wall out so that they knock
they gotta,
it down.
we got to have the semi with the team of firemen there to get them out. And
I don't know. I don't know who is what. What is this helping? How is this helping anybody? Or what's the entertainment value of it? Other than, I guess, I feel better about myself. I need to lose weight, but at least I ain't 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
I can't get my pants on anymore, but at least I don't weigh 600 pounds.
Maybe they'll come film me watching TV and just,
Maybe they will.
200-pound guy. That's the name of the show. Hey, I'm not at 200 either.
We'll see if Greg gets his fast food this week.
Yeah.
Will he order on the app or will he go through the drive-thru? Maybe he'll go inside.
What will he do?
You vote. It shows him the question. You can vote online. What's he going to do?
I'm starting to grab my phone.
Yep. He could be getting, or maybe he's calling his wife to see what she wants.
But I see the car keys too.
Yep. I don't know. I think he's going inside.
I think
he's using the app.
It's going to be the app.
Now, will he get his meal? And will it be correct? Yeah,
so, and there was
a
also
whole reality show.
There was also a show very similar to that. It's called My 600 Pound Life.
Yeah. That was for the
TLC.
lighter weight people.
They're the single, there's not collective.
Yeah.
Only child. They don't have a sister or brother. The last one I have, though, I want to bring up, it was It's called Extreme Sisters. And at first I'm like, Extreme Sisters? I don't even know what that is.
I think that sounds like two nuns.
See, yeah, I love that. We were talking about that before. I said their tagline would be, "This is one habit that's hard to break." See, and you come out and boom, Extreme Sisters, taking on the hard streets of New York City and busting crime. I would probably watch that show. They tie the crook up with the rosary.
Well,
no.
my dad still can't look at a ruler the same way today. He went to a Catholic school. Yes. So they tie him over the rosary, they whip out the rulers, and it's like, it's all over for you at that point.
This show is
You see
about...
the sisters say, we got him to confess.
That's right. That's right. This show is about twin sisters.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
With, it says unique relationships. But and some of them, it goes from just odd to extremely strange and uncomfortable. I'm just going to kind of touch on a few of these. There's these one sisters, Brooke and Bailey, said they live, growing up, they had one room and they didn't have their own rooms. They had one bed. Says they're adults. They still sleep in the same bed. One of them is married. One isn't. And they still sleep in the same bed.
Does like the husband sleep with the wife that's in the bed with her
Hopefully
sister?
The other sister goes out for ice cream or something, right? You got to it's like, no, I couldn't handle
Well,
that.
she's extreme, so.
There's a pair of Aussie twins, Anna and Lucy. They share a boyfriend and want to start a family. What's the point of that? Who does that? Listen, I'm all about monogamy. I love my wife. One man, one woman. Boom, done.
Yes.
But you hear about people, they cheat on their spouse or whatever. Why'd you cheat? Well, I'm tired. I don't want to sleep with the same woman every night. Why would you do it with her twin sister? It's like, I needed a change. It's like,
she's identical.
She's exactly the same.
I'm already picturing this is the next spinoff from TLC. They're going to call it My Aussie Sisters and Me. Or something like that. It's like, come on.
Two of the sisters go and they get they've gotten all kinds of plastic surgery. They spent over $250,000 on different plastic surgery, breast implants and puff, I don't know what they call
lips
it.
Or whatever,
lips, doing the lips and the butt implants, the whole thing. They've done all that, so they wanted to try to look like Barbie, and they look disgusting. I'm not a fan of that, but yeah,
are they still extreme sisters?
they're more extreme now. Two of them that say they're psychic.
Psycho, I think is what it should say.
It says they're psychic. They can tell each other's thoughts, and it says they share. They have their own secret language. They're telepathic. It says we can communicate without even talking. I thought, well, that'd be a great episode. It's just them sitting there staring at each other, like I don't get what's happening. Oh, they're communicating. Did you hear what she just? I don't hear anything. I hear nothing.
Every once in a while, you'll see one with a big nod, like,
yeah. I think they should dub in like some flipper sounds or something.
The two identical sisters who married two identical brothers. That one, I mean, that could happen. You know what? Because they have twin festivals or get-togethers or whatever. That one doesn't seem as bad as some of these other ones.
I feel like I've heard about that in real life. I can't. We're two twins married two twin brothers.
Yeah. I mean, I could, that one I could see.
Because if, a girl started dating a guy, she happens to be a twin and he happens to be a twin, there's some, I'd say the chances are small, but I could see that being feasible.
Hopefully there's no mix-ups in there early.
Yeah.
There's a couple more. It says, sisters Patrix and Patricia, they are inseparable, but it says for a very special reason. They have a special bond.
Are they
one
conjoined?
of the sisters, well, no, but one of them was born with a defect where she doesn't have fingers on one hand. So her sister helps her with all this stuff. And so, but they're grown adults, okay? I've seen the commercials of the guys that go to Afghanistan and they lose arms and legs and everything. And they live on their own. They have a house that's but they live on their own. They don't have somebody spending 24/7 with them. So I think it's a little odd. Now, not that she can't need help and come help her. That's great, a great relationship. Most siblings, they get into fights and stuff with your siblings, and some siblings don't even like each other. It's great to have a good relationship.
I wonder how TLC finds these people. Or do these people find TLC?
I think they did a casting it said in here. So, yeah.
I've never seen a local casting for a TLC show.
Do you eat wallpaper? I do.
I'm going to go down.
So, and then there was one other one that
I'm married to a peep.
that would be my nightmare. Married to a peep. Oh, but there was another one that says there's these two women. They've never been separated. Not even they think that they only spent maybe an hour apart their entire life. They're adults.
What?
Says they do everything. When one goes to the bathroom, the other one goes into the bathroom with her. They shower together. They're adults. Like, no. We're not doing. That's just not happening. You know. Now I may have went into the bathroom when my brother was showering and like dumped a cup of cold water over the shower on him or flushed the toilet when they're stuff like that to irritate them, but not this other stuff. But just weird shows, and that's pretty much their lineup. I mean, they have that's it. They have a bunch of shows like that.
See,
so the
this
Learning
is also
Channel,
the network too that brought us like Toddlers and Tiaras and Honey Boo Boo and like all
gracious.
this stuff too. I mean,
Well, it's funny. I was reading an article. Some guy by the name of Adam wrote the article and said, hard to believe TLC was originally founded as an instructional channel by NASA and the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare in 1972. It was back then known as Appalachian Community Service Network. But it said they had documentary, and then it said the ownership was privatized and its name was changed to the Learning Channel. It showcased documentaries on a variety of topics like Paleo World and Amazing Space. Now look what it is.
Yeah.
It just shows you where we've come.
What do you learn from the Learning Channel now? I wrote down a few things you could learn. You could learn how to be degenerate or a slut or dysfunctional family.
well, I learned that no matter how weird or whatever I think I am, there's always something else.
Yeah.
out
I
there.
feel much better about
and
myself.
way more out there.
I thought
I've got a long
weight,
ways
but
to go.
I need to gain weight. I'm skinny. So that made me think with all that weird stuff going on, constantly being together 24/7, how private are you in your house? Like if you are in your house right now, you go home, and this is, let's just say for this scenario.
Technically I am home.
Okay. For those of you playing along, no. When you're home with your spouse or your significant other, and for this scenario, no kids, no nothing, just the two of you alone. If you go in to use the bathroom, do you shut the door? Do you not shut the door? Do you always shut the door? Do you shut the door and lock it? Where are you at on that?
Shut the door and lock.
Shut the door, no lock? Always. 100%?
Yeah.
Shut the door, no lock.
Sometimes I leave that door wide open. Sometimes I shut it. It just
You
depends.
exhibitionist.
Sometimes I just go in and I just go to the bathroom. Now, if it's big potty, it's always shut. You always shut the door. There's no going in and not shutting the door. If you're showering.
I've always said, and two, I mean, especially like you said, we don't have kids living here or anything now, though. But you never know when one's going to pop by or something. And they just walk in.
Well, do you just leave? Actually, I don't leave my door open. Like I don't.
What? You lock your door when you're home?
Yeah.
Oh, I never lock the front door when I'm home.
Yeah, I lock the door when we're home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So don't
It's
give
not
out
like
my
there's
address.
weirdos out
Don't
there,
give out my
Greg, or
address.
anything, but-
Don't give out my address. But
Yeah.
hey, our town is a safe.
yeah. There's been
History.
murders. There's been people that have.
When was the
Broke
last
up?
murder in our town?
I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
It's been a long time.
But they've had.
Now I could be the
robberies
next
and-
one, but
That's very true.
but at least I lost my. I was going to say something about at least they won't catch me in the bathroom with the door open.
Not them nor Sasquatch.
Yes,
Well,
I don't know where I was going. Never mind. Go.
Well, Greg gets in his car and goes down to the Circle K gas station to go to the bathroom, even if it's just him and his wife. I don't even use the bathroom at home.
No, I wouldn't go to the Circle K.
So no, sometimes I'll leave the door open. Sometimes I won't. It just depends. I don't know.
Nope.
I don't.
Now,
have a
I
problem
think you were
leaving it
saying
open.
you were about to ask about showers.
Yeah.
So now that's where it's a little bit different. I will just leave the door open like if I'm showering, which is weird.
Now, see, here's something that's a little different for us too. I will leave the door open when I shower, but I don't live in a mansion. I live in a small house. We have one bathroom for the house. That's it. Now, again, this is just me and my wife are there. I go in the shower. Sometimes I'll leave it open. Sometimes I shut it. But I'll leave it. And I always leave it unlocked because if she would have to come in and do something or whatever, she would need to be able to get into the bathroom. But you get out of the shower. You got to go. If I got to run into the den or something, you always throw on a robe or a towel. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, I don't exit the bathroom.
Greg takes his clothes into the shower.
Yeah.
He's twisting around. Sometimes I will just walk out of the bathroom.
I mean,
I figure she wants to enjoy the show.
That's more info than I wanted.
She wants to enjoy the show.
Hey, help me.
we're toweled up, but yeah, we'll walk out of the bathroom. But it's.
Hey, I always want to be ready. You don't. When that mood hits, sometimes you only got 30 seconds and it's gone. You don't have time. I don't have time to be fumbling around with a towel. You got to go.
Getting way too much information. Did I remind you that Doug is married to my sister?
This has the makings.
Now we've got extreme sisters going on.
Yeah, it's got the makings of a TLC show right here.
So do you ever have you ever pottied outside? You ever peed outside?
It's been a long time, but yeah,
I have. Sometimes you have to.
Yeah. I have.
Yeah,
and it hasn't been that long ago. I'm on the road a lot, and sometimes there's no bathrooms out there, so you just you got to do what you got to do. My wife absolutely hates that. I can't believe it. It's like I can't. You got to go, and you're out in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, I think the last time I did it was like a fishing trip or something.
Yeah,
it was kind of the same situation, but
yeah, it was probably something.
It's
like
not a
that,
habit.
Yeah.
No, I'm not
driving to work.
Well,
I don't just walk around the house completely naked all the time. I mean, it's not like Thunderdome.
Doug's watching TV.
Well, sometimes. Sometimes I go to put my foot up on the couch and stretch and watch television.
Misha throws up.
You know what's like? What I think. So some of the stuff that bothers me more, like in my house, like sometimes the dogs will just get nosy. I'm like, get out of here, dogs! Like one of our dogs gets curious. She likes to like peek in the shower. I'm like, no, stop! Get out of here. It bothers me more that the dogs see me naked than like my wife.
Well, hopefully it doesn't bother you that your wife sees you naked at all.
No. Not that it doesn't bother me.
Once he's had a couple shower beers.
Then the dogs.
Just gone.
Yeah, shoo out of here. But
so the dogs like the bathroom, and sometimes I'll leave the bathroom. I'll come out the door, and there'll be like 4 or 5 toys right in front of the door. The dog's laying like, can I just have like 2 minutes?
So back to the shower. Yeah, I shut the door. I don't lock it. If Lori needs to come in there and get something, whatever, that's fine. To leave the shower, yes, I would if I had to exit the bathroom for something, I would put a towel on. For sure. At minimum.
Hopefully there's no emergency. Greg, I need your help. Well, wait a minute, I got to get dressed. I'm fading to death. Well, I got to get dressed.
At least underwear.
See, now the bathroom at your house downstairs, that seems like a perfect bathroom to leave that door open if there was the only one there or just you. Because if somebody did look at you because it's in the kitchen, it's kind of recessed right before you go outside, and it sits back in a cubby, you would have to work at seeing you do your job.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not like it's right in the middle of the house.
You'd have to be standing in just the right spot in the living room, and then you could get.
I would purposely have to try to watch.
Yeah,
I couldn't just accidentally see it.
Mike, I'm trying. I just cannot see.
You're showing me nothing. All right, I don't know how this devolved into this, but I just got to thinking with all these, like the people taking showers together, stuff like that. Okay, how private do you get at your own home?
I'm pretty private.
We're moderately, I guess.
I'm moderately private.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm more of an exhibitionist. I thought I was moderately.
That's what I gathered. But I'm worried to go even stop by Doug's house anymore.
I don't even know how you had kids, to be honest, after this conversation. It's a miracle. All right. You know what? We're going to move the diminished reality glasses to next week.
Yeah,
we are long.
I think we've done that job without the glasses this week.
Yes. So now, my wife really wants those diminished reality glasses. She wants to put them on to eliminate a lot of things at our house. Mostly me. Mostly me from her life. But we'll get into that a little bit next week. So thank you all for listening. And if you're listening to the show and you do celebrate Valentine's Day, you got a little romance in you, not like Mike, go out there and do something nice. Show your significant other, your special loved one.
Throw a towel on.
Or not. It's Valentine's Day.
I say shed the diaper for Valentine's Day.
Rip the towel off and enjoy yourself on Valentine's Day. But, get out there, enjoy enjoy life, and relax. Don't get offended by things. Just taking a deep breath and smile, laugh a little bit. We hope you're tuning in 7 days. Don't forget about your Valentine's Day gifts if you do celebrate. And we hope you're listening in 7 days. Until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.